Hey, you know, a common question that just about every ice angler is going to be faced with at some point in time is when they move to getting a sonar unit, they need to make a decision. Do they go with a diode flasher type, or do they try to use an LCD? And a lot of times there's some benefits to both actually, but using the LCD, you're actually able to use it on your boat, then you can bring it out with you on the ice as well. So there's some advantages to the LCD for sure, yet there's also some advantages to the flasher. So that's what I wanted to show you, is compare them side by side and give you some information, I guess, if you're in this situation of having to make a choice between which one is best for you. So you can see here are the two basic units. You've got the flasher, which is diode based, and you've got the LCD. Oh, I got a fish right down there now. That fish actually raised up to take a look at me. I'm actually pretty impressed. Both these units are doing a really good job. A lot of times on the LCD, fish will come in just as a giant blob, whereas the LCD does it, or the diode does a lot better job of splitting those fish up, so I can actually virtually count how many fish are underneath me. The other great thing about the LCD, of course, is that you not only have your sonar, but you've actually also got your GPS as well. So you see I've got my GPS here, waypoints, weed lines all marked out from the summer. So that's the other big benefit if you've got a unit like this. Now I'm running both Humminbirds here, and I'm doing that on purpose because I didn't want to, you know, this really is about comparing flasher versus LCD. It's not about comparing different models, so for that reason I kept the models the same. This is my boat unit here. This is the one I have on the dash of my boat, whereas this is the one obviously for ice fishing. I guess to the benefit of the flasher, what the flasher offers you is it's got the basic settings all nicely laid out there for you. Whereas the LCD, I would have to search through the menus, pushing a lot more buttons to zoom in, to change the sensitivity. The ice fishing unit puts all the major functions right at your fingertips. Actually, let me close this up now and I'll get you a little better view of what these two units look like. Okay, so what you can see here is you've got the flasher on the left and you've got the LCD on the right. You can see I had just dropped my lure down there, and a whole bunch of fish had lifted off the bottom and come back down. You don't see that on the flasher. So that's one of the big strengths of the LCD, that it's got some history. You can see stuff that's taken place in the past. And that's especially important when you start getting into showing your presentation. So you can see my lure is coming down here now. You can see a fish is on it. That looks like a pretty good fish actually. That could be big bluegill or a crappie. Oh, he's playing shy. So this is, again, I don't know if you can see that, but there's an ever so slight delay on the right sonar. You can just, I don't know if you can see that, but that can be really important times in detecting shrink. That is a big fish. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm dropping down below the fish. And boom, hitting the bottom. And a lot of times that fish will come down now and take a look at it while it's on the bottom. You can't really see it. Oh, actually you can see it very well on the right screen. You can see that fish coming all the way down to take a look at my bait, and now he's there on the left. The left one's, now I'm just going to slowly graze over his head. Jiggle a little bit. Whoa, that's a good fish. Whatever that is, that fish has got some shoulders. I don't know what it is. Okay, here comes something. Oh, I missed him. So like I say, you're getting to see real-time flasher versus LCD. And you can see they're both really good units. Both of these units, if you're not using a sonar, either one of these units is going to catch you fish. But there is an ever so slight delay on the LCD unit, which if you ice fish a lot, could make a difference. So my personal preference, wow, these, I don't know what it is we're looking at there, but they are playing shy. Now this sonar here, what they've done is they've actually expanded the first pixel. So it gives you more of a bar. It's not just a tiny piece. It's actually a lot wider. It helps you see what's happening there. So you can see here I got a fish on both screens. Oh, hey, that's a better one. Got a little bit of weight on her there. Oh, it's just a perch. It's just a small one. Hey, they're not always giants, but they sure are a lot of fun. Hey, if I made one point here, is that there is no one unit that's better than the other. They each have their own strengths, their own qualities, and depending on the type of ice fishing you do, and your budget as well, either one of these units is going to catch you a lot of fish. But any unit is going to catch you infinitely more fish than if you don't have a sonar at all. Hey, Lonnie King from Ontario Outdoors, on the ice, catching the giants, and sharing some perspectives with you that I hope you can use to catch more fish. Let that one go.